boy.
What's up?
My boy.
Torn. What's going on?
Let's go. In the crib.
Everybody go on TV. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody already know what the show is.
Yeah.
Somebody know what to do. Hey, you rip that little bit of teeth off.
I want to struggle with it.
Can't wipe my ass with that.
Ain't doing that teacher like stuff.
Hey, how y'all doing? Mr. Jones.
You know, some hair.
Hey, every once in a while,
Hair, real low. Nah, you do gotta spray that stuff down your phone.
Your phone. That's about time to mine now, really, actually, though.
Yeah.
Just a regular shit. Your phone got those germs on it.
Real shit.
Real. I hate having to take my nigga on. Megatwon. It's a beast.
Taking it out. What this funny thing about today, Ron?
Where it go?
Grown folk finna talk now. Yeah. Hey. Everybody grown TV. Jump on the way. Grown folk stand up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, this that real talk. This that trill talk. I call it real spill. Tell you what it is talk. Hey. I'm just saying.
Yeah, what up, good people? You are back. Another episode of Everybody Grown TV. You got your boy 1650 Big Boy Red. You got your boy Steve Megatwon. You got your boy DJ Flip Onezo Jones.
What's going on,
You
everybody?
got your boy Ed Keep It Clean. Big Play Ray in the field.
Yeah. I wore these shoes on the episode before. I just felt like wearing them again.
Them motherfuckers ain't got no list fresh. They still fresh. But anyway, cameraman, we here today to talk about, we're gonna talk about a couple things that's been recent in pop culture, then go to some other things. But this is our, as you see, we 6 feet apart. We got all our things we need to help keep it clean and stuff because we are one of our fellow members. Everybody, welcome back, Twan. We got our dog back. Our dog has recovered from COVID-19. So since it's his first day back, and then my boy Ray just recently was at a funeral, and he said somebody had tested positive. So we making sure we take the proper.
Hey, but for the record, I was social distancing.
Oh, that's good, my brother. For the record, he was social distancing, but we are here. That's why we taking the proper precautions, being 6 feet apart. We got our hand sanitizer and spray. We doing our due diligence for this week to make sure everything is good, so we can stay on the up and up. Cause we all have families and stuff like that, and kids and children. So we'll be on. That's what it is. But anyway, man, first subject up. Something that just recently happened in pop culture. And you know, we all basketball fans here. Our boy Nate Robinson got knocked out by a YouTube star. Oh man, so we just here to all give our take and our spiel on first the Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson fight and our reaction.
Oh, Ray, you want me to give you the
then
scoop on that?
after that, we're gonna speak on Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. And we're gonna speak on Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. and how we feel about that and what we want to see coming forward. Oh, look at that! Don't do it like that.
Oh, man. You want to scoop on there? You said you want to scoop on there. Now, you know you got hit hard when you lay in your arm. You ain't even out like this. You
You
been
been
on
on
the
the floor, now we gotta hit you down one time. We gotta.
Yeah.
You like the clothes.
No, but it was like, man, you know, you drop that chair, man. You gotta protect yourself at all times, man. Kill him, man. Yeah, damn, he not.
Wait, he just really started swinging, didn't he?
He dropped his guard and just ran into some punches like.
He just got
Speak on the Ray.
Nate, what you doing,
Speak on
man?
the Ray.
Hey, man. Man, I mean, hold on, man. Listen, man. First of all, hey, look, fellas. First of all, hey, only person I knew was fighting was Roy Jones Tyson. I ain't really know Nate was fighting at first.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
Not until it started, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already watching. I was like, oh, okay, this what going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Finna see how real this shit is. You know, all that, right? So, I'm like, okay. When I seen him get dropped, I'm like, dang. I said, man, this ain't gonna be no good look for basketball players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, guys who hoop, you know, they talk a lot of cash shit because they used to swinging on people who scared them versus fighting another bullet. If it makes sense.
Somebody who really know how to
who really want to do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, man, that be for real, man. Everybody pick their battles, who they gonna get their rep on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go beat up somebody who ain't really about it. Then everybody scared of that person. But he don't beat up somebody who really ain't like that just because he was probably a little bit bigger or a little bit stronger, but he can't really fight. He ain't got no hands. And now you get two guys where I guess both of them trained for this. I'm going to assume both trained for the fight. It ain't no good look for Nate. I personally wouldn't have jumped in no ring as a basketball player for all them years. I wouldn't do that.
Can I give you a little backstory on it though?
Yeah, I'm with you.
A little backstory. The dude, Jake Paul, him and his brother, a YouTube star, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, they both been actually training for boxing for like 3 years or so now. So Nate, kind of crazy because I think Nate trained for about 3 months compared to 3 years, and it don't look like his trainers taught him much. But anyway, back to Ray. I just wanted to let him know.
No, you good.
It's also a bad look for the culture though.
No, it's a bad look.
You get your ass knocked out. You got knocked out by a white boy.
They got real bigger than him. But he is bigger though. He is a different way.
The thing is, it's just like, as a lifelong athlete.
But I'm looking at like Nick Raw, though. Hey, we like Nate Robinson as a basketball player.
We love Nate.
You can do that, cool, okay.
Hey, Nate was like Westbrook before Westbrook. Like he always was hyping and shit.
So we like him as a basketball player. So when you like somebody as a basketball player, you know, instantly you want them to win the fight. But then when you see how it go down, like it's one thing he went the distance, butted hands, got a couple more punches down and won. But man got dropped to the point where
Was that first round?
Man,
I don't think it was.
It might have been like the second round.
So that was the third time he had got dropped now.
Oh,
so,
he got dropped 3 times.
Yeah, because he really was charging at the man. It was like he was going in there like a street fight, like he finna go blue.
He was trying to fight blue.
Yeah. But the thing about it, see, boxing ain't no sport. It's some gladiator shit. Like, man, it's a technique, that stuff. You can't get in there and just do stupid shit.
You can't just get that.
You can't think, I'm gonna show him what's up. I'm athletic. Right. No, man, that shit don't cross over. You a hooper.
Don't hit back.
Be a hooper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, think about it now, like, everything Nate Robinson did as a basketball player, this gonna be associated with it.
Oh yeah, they don't talk about this shit.
Because
And I personally don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hate that too.
And he got.
It might just be that little part of
No. The funny thing about it,
it's a fight, though.
I know that, but look though, check this out. Everybody's so elementary school with it on social media, but
he got laid out.
Hold on, you see the meme? You see? I see one meme. They got Nate on the ground. I think a girl sent it, talking about some. Did what happened to me after my man beat my stuff up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Laid out like, come on, man.
You got it's now Nate.
Yeah. Who else? Speak on this one.
Who else is a meme that it ain't going nowhere? The Jordan. Then you got Nate.
Yeah.
You got the little tear face like Nate is basically nothing to be like extended like this.
But the Jordan, you talking about the Jordan?
Yeah, when you cry.
But that meme ain't that bad as that Nate.
Man, but that's gonna put Nate in.
That ain't nowhere near that.
He crossed over from sports star to now he's just a pop star. He's a popular culture icon. He's just get pop. Get pop. Amongst other things, amongst his skills. He jumped over Dwight Howard for a dunk contest or something like that. You know, I mean, the guy got skills. Like this is it's a blemish on your face card. No, like it's not really. That's a good call. He was ill prepared.
Hey man,
ill prepared.
my thoughts on this kind of similar to what Ray's is, man. Man, when it comes to boxing, like Ray said, the key word I like is technique. That shit has a lot of. Twan had actually been training for boxing here late recently. You know, it's a lot of technique and a lot of stamina that comes with that. It ain't no regular hood fighter. Most your average regular hood dude ain't trained with no boxing skills these days. Now back in the old days when you had boys and girls clubs and stuff like that, they used to teach that stuff. But the hoods, which is bad, and that's why we need to put more stuff like that. And maybe if these jokers could fight, it wouldn't be as much shooting going on. Because you see, most hood dudes cannot fight like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they, like you said, you just coming in thinking you try to come in and charge other dude with your hands down. Real boxing, they got natural. It ain't even nothing they need to think about. They just boo boo, boo boo. When he seen Nate, more than likely the white boy been training for about 3 years boxing. When he seen Nate charging at him like this, he probably licked his chops like, oh, hell yeah. You're like,
I'm gonna tell you that.
He could have been scared at first, but then once he saw he didn't know how to do this.
he could be a cakewalk.
All right, so this is my personal opinion on you, and it's like I have nothing against Nate, right? I respect you as an athlete, but you know it's all about respecting other people's sports as well. You know what I'm saying? These people take the time out and they make this they Monday through Sunday grind for years and years and years to learn this technique, to learn how to guard, to learn how to throw punches and stuff like that. It seems like this was that last ditch desperation situation for Nate to just kind of stay relevant. Because there is no way, if I'm an accomplished basketball player, I ain't got no reason to do. It's one thing if I'm just sparring or whatever, but you got on TV. See, you didn't put the respect and the time in. You said 3 months or whatever. Dog, that is not enough time. Then on top of that, you didn't respect the reach that the man had on you, the height advantage, and the fact that he's already experienced.
It's a reason.
That's like me getting in there. Everybody want to be short and be that little Mike Tyson, but what you don't understand was Mike got his ass kicked too. It was just like, dog, put some, like, if you fighting a taller person, just like last night, we was at the bar and we saw the fight before Errol Spence. That long, lanky dude was drilling dog so bad, second round, done.
Yeah,
the ref was like, no. Because it's like, when somebody is able to throw a straight, that's how he got knocked out. He got hit with a straight because it's like, you're not respecting the fact that I got a 72-inch reach. You doing this like, and you thinking that, all right, my athletic skill is gonna help me in this. Well, we all know this. It could be a dude my size, and it could be somebody Cam's size that'll be like right down the chin, down the chin, snap your neck,
and like you said, it's a reason in boxing that they have weight classes. It's a reason why they have weight classes. And even like in the heavyweight division, which is probably the most brutal, because you know, once you're over 200 pounds, you got to do who 250 and 200. I mean, a dude who maybe 215, you got to do who 250. So I'm like, damn, the heavyweight. But the thing is, like Mike kind of his technique kind of took a dive. His skill took a dive after Customato died. But that pickaboo style, that's how he used to mitigate dudes that had reach. That's how he beat Spinks and all them guys that had reach on him early on, because he had that hit. So as they throwing their punches, Mike inching closer and closer. Then once he get in here, boom, that's what the kill him.
You know how it was.
When it came to Mike, people was already gone here before they even like. He didn't even have to do that. You was just afraid of him.
Hey, we gonna get that.
And the new Mike, in my personal opinion, is Javante Davis, because when people see dog come in the ring, it's just like you already like shit. And it's just like, dog, you can't be mentally defeated before the dude even hit you.
Hey man, I got a question, man. Somebody else here.
Okay.
Y'all think Nate should take another fight?
I think he should
redeem himself.
I think he has to.
He got to.
I think he has to. He need to fight somebody.
How many rounds?
See, that's the thing.
I say do 3 rounds. I say do a 3 round.
He gotta go back 8, bro.
No, he's 8. Yeah, the 8.
But he needs proper training though. I'm telling you,
That's what they allow him to do.
George Foreman just came out and said he would train him. He said he could be the trainer. But I'm gonna tell you, because some dudes got egos like Deontay Wilder. We seen how Tyson Fury finally outboxed him. He done turned down offers from Mike Tyson, Mayweather, all kind of other pros that said, hey, we will teach you how to box and you can beat Fury. But he's so pig-headed he won't do it. And I hope Nate don't be like that. Nate, get back in the ring, bro. Show them you got a never quit attitude.
The difference is,
he might have to pick somebody a little less.
Hold on. We clearly know he ain't no boxer. This show. But what we saying is to redeem his image. Because his image, bro, ain't nobody be talking about him as a basketball player probably for a long time, bro. It gonna take a long time.
A TV show.
It gonna take a long time.
Yeah, he was doing like a hosting of
because you know his biggest
type show.
in basketball, don't get it wrong, his biggest accomplishments is winning them dunk contests. So
yeah, he done.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? People did sleep on him as a player. He helped the Warriors.
He did help a lot of teams.
Times.
No, he did. No,
they slept on bro.
To me, I think I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. I really don't. It ain't my business. I don't give a fuck. I thought he still had something left in the tank.
He did.
So that he should have been playing at least a couple more years. So that alone. But I know how they go because you seen Carmelo. You seen all the shit he go through. This man got to play for the minimum and shit. He better than goddamn have motherfuckers in the league. Yeah. But hey, look, I don't know nothing about basketball, but I play this shit. But anyway, I coach it and all that, but I don't know nothing about basketball. Matter of fact, these media guys who never played basketball, who only stick to analytics, only know basketball. We don't know shit. The players, the coaches, we don't know this shit.
Yeah.
So,
hey, real quick, I want to say
shots fired.
Hey, shot, boom, boom. Real quick before we segue into the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, I want to kind of come off of what Twan had said. Like, you got to respect everybody's genre, everybody's skill, because the same thing, like a regular basketball player can't come and play college level, pro level, probably not even high school level basketball without knowing those techniques. Like, for instance, we grew up in the hood. We know a lot of dudes that we played 21 outside or something like that in the backyard, that they was good. They was crossing people over. They was able to do all this stuff, and they was good at playing 21 basketball, hood basketball. But when they get on a real court and have to play real 5-on-5 with some real live hoopers, it's a whole different thing, because they don't understand who to screen, when to screen. They don't understand how to play help defense. It's a lot of technique that goes into playing 5-on-5, real deal basketball with real hoopers. And so, you know, it's techniques to it. So, hey, Nate,
like
get you another one, man. Get you a tune-up fight and go back up.
Hey, look, though. Now, back where Ron talking about the technique. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people don't understand it's techniques to play defense in basketball that people really don't understand. The most qualified thing on defense in basketball is effort. That's number one. But if you got the effort and you know all the techniques, you're a defensive star.
Oh, you do. You heard it. It's skill. Hey, but I do want to say this too. Last thing too, I want to say. Hey, so all y'all folks trying to talk about, oh, we see how hoopers fight now. I want y'all to try either David West or James Johnson in. Both of them boys got real skill in the fight game. So I want y'all to try one of them guys. Try one of them guys and see if you still feel that way. James Johnson, David West, y'all got to call somebody out. They ain't gonna
think about it like that. Well, his family comes from like martial arts background. So even though he was like 6'7", he's been brought up. I think he's a black belt. So it's just like, well, this is, you know, one situation where like if you don't know, you're gonna learn today.
I want to see him get in the ring. I want to see what he has like on some real shit.
Well, he has a 7-0.
I want to see him get on one of them cards where everybody can see it.
Especially right now while this shit hot. You know what I'm saying?
He got to redeem all hoopers.
I don't know about that because, yet again, it's MMA and then it's boxing. You may have a good ground and pound, but standing and banging, a lot of them can't do that. They don't really put a lot of effort into actually. They put more.
But you know what? I still no disrespect to pure boxing, because I love boxing. Probably after basketball and football, boxing probably my third favorite sport. Right. No disrespect to the pure boxing, but I do think MMA kind of depicts a real fight more. So because you can use any and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I do put a little more respect on the MMA. I'd be a little more scared to fight an MMA fighter than boxing.
You gotta look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at it like this. MMA guy shit, he can fuck you up without even punching you.
Real shit.
He's fucking you up bad.
Real shit.
You motherfucker had your goddamn whole neck going so well.
Hey, I saw.
Hey, look, you won't even be able to scream.
Hey, I saw a video one time, right away. Almost like you talking about, it was a black dude and a white dude got arguing over a basketball game. And I ain't gonna lie, the black dude was punching the white boy out, but once the white boy got him and they took it to the ground, he had that nigga leg in a grip, and then the black boy was like, oh man, I'm sorry. He said, I'm gonna fucking break your hip. I'm gonna fucking break your hip. I was like, damn, that nigga ground game is vicious.
Like, some people ain't got no hands, but once they get a hold to you, it's over.
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking that you just gonna punch somebody and then you gonna knock them out.
Yeah.
That don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So you spoke the less on this, so I'm gonna shoot to you for the next part. What was your take on the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight? How'd you feel about it, and would you want to see them further?
Shoot, man, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I ain't even see that shit.
Oh, man. At least you kept it 100. You kept it 100.
You didn't see the highlight?
Hell nah.
You didn't watch nothing?
I missed all
Oh,
everything.
man.
I've been out the loop on it.
Oh, for real. Hey,
So he's talking
my man on that real shit. My man trying to get his masters, man. My dog trying to get his masters and stuff, so he grinding,
I'm
man.
tell you like
Yeah.
I'm tell you like, let me see what I can find real quick.
Holla at
Mike
him.
look real good in training, but just like Danny Garcia last night, he was flat. He was like, you know, stepping. He was real stiff. You can tell it's been a minute since he
Like
did
Wilder when he
it. And I
fought
understand.
Fury.
Yeah, it was just like that's why I don't understand why people take exhibition fights when you could just go in the gym, spar a little bit, and just let it be there. You don't have to show the world that yo, I'm 54. I look stiff. I know you miss coming out to the ring. You can do that and in closed exhibitions where it's just like, you know what I'm saying, you fight and that just be that or whatever. When you gotta make this big spectacle, cause I'm gonna be honest, like Roy looked nervous as shit. But he was still elusive, and that was the thing I didn't get until I was just like, you know what, you're not gonna understand it. But Roy been ready for this because Roy is that don't hit me guy. He's just like, no, quick punches, no.
Roy wasn't like Mayweather. Now he used to fuck some niggas up too.
I know, and that's what I'm
Mike
saying.
Tyson not
So
needed
his whole
to
thing,
talk,
like
Mike Tyson not needed to. That nigga came out the goddamn back looking like this.
Some dudes, if they get old, they need to get like that.
But on top of that, Mike is that type of guy that when he can't knock you out in a round or two, his frustration sets in, and then his game plan is gone.
That's real.
Once you get Mike past the third round, it's over with.
frustrated.
And then at the max, he's only really good for 6 rounds. It's just Roy didn't have the knockout power to be like pick, and drop him. Now, if he would have got back in the ring with either Holyfield or Lennox Lewis, it would have been a done deal. It was like after that 5th, Lennox would have went, hey, remember this from 97? And knocked him completely out or whatever. But I mean, like, a gladiator is gonna be a gladiator. A fighter is gonna be a fighter. You can't take that out of Mike, and you know, if that's what he wants to do, you know, I applaud him. There's other older boxers like Shannon Briggs or whatever. These guys who still have that warrior spirit that be like, you can't tell me, you can't tell me to go ahead and retire when this is what I've spent the better part of 30 years doing or whatever. So it's like I respect both of them for stepping in and showing that, you know, there's no age limit to this or whatever. It's just like, you know, if it's still in you to be a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, put young niggas on notice.
All right, look, check this out. I disagree with Twan. Number one, I think Tyson looked highly skilled in that fight for given his age. I think Roy was out of shape. He was holding the whole time. That's why Tyson couldn't really knock his ass out. And I like both fighters. With that being said, but I think Roy wasn't really ready for that shit. And you saw at the end, Ron, he was like,
in the interview, he was breathing hard.
and he was breathing hard. You know why?
And Mike ain't
I
breathing like
never
that.
forget when I was in high school. Cole Witt, he said he was talking about it all the time. He was like, yeah, man, Mike Tyson, what he do is he hit the reels, hit the reel. And that thing, you know, once they get beat up right here, he drop beat right in the chin, uppercut or overhead. And I think I'll be honest with you though. To be honest with you though, I don't give Lennox Lewis that much credit against Tyson because Tyson wasn't that dominant Tyson no more. He was at that time when he really wasn't even trying to fight. It was just a paycheck. The Holyfield thing is different because I seen a documentary where Tyson actually said Holyfield was the better boxer, and he knew that back then because them guys kind of came up together.
I saw that too,
So I give Holyfield his credit, but not saying I ain't giving Lennox Lewis credit. I like Lennox, but he beat him, but he beat a different Tyson. He didn't beat that. He didn't fight Tyson back then. He would have got his ass dropped too.
I mean, there's beef.
Like that 80s Tyson? No, that 80s Tyson is a different.
We're talking about that custom model.
Yeah, that 80s Tyson is a different
That is breed.
That's a different breed because guys was done the day before the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were done. And
What they need to stay.
I also disagree. I think Tyson can last round. He just dropped every damn body. You know what I'm saying? He don't went just with a few people, but he was dropping people. He got a strong punch. And I want to see him fight again, but I don't want to see Roy no more.
No, Roy ain't gonna fight no more. Roy ain't improved. Roy is just like Danny last night. You can look at him and be
To
like,
be honest with you, I love to see.
It's getting hot.
That's fine.
yeah, we ain't jump in the ring with Roy.
I mean, I love to see, but I love to see.
No, with Tyson.
I love to see Tyson and Holyfield fight again. I'll be honest with you.
I love that.
It's not to see if Tyson can beat him. It's just because shit, I want to see man Holyfield back in the line. And I know Tyson can help. And I know Tyson can help bring him back in the line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the Atlanta legend. I want to see who back on top. It's so important. It ain't got to be the champ, but you want to see people going out at the right time.
I don't know. All right, so let me speak on that. The reason why I don't know is because I feel like, Holyfield fought so many fights that it's like mentally.
But it ain't about
like,
the fight, though.
I know, but it's just like, it's more of a health thing. That's what I'm telling you. Like, mentally, I think he was getting his ass brain. He was just about brain dead.
Holyfield wasn't losing him last few fights like that. He was just fighting some guys who was dumb. He was beating them.
Now I'm kind of like right in between Ray and Twan with it. I'm kind of right in between them with it. Well, I think one thing we all agree on is that we don't want to see Roy fight no more. Roy was a great champion. I love him, but Roy gonna have to really. I always want to see Roy again. Roy gonna have to go do some dramatic stuff and shave some of that shit off and do right. You know what I'm saying? Because Roy, you still can see the skill, the natural shit that you never forget, the ride and bike type shit. Like he knew how to. He had those reactions and stuff, but he don't got too far out of shape for us to want to see that again. You know what I'm saying? Now,
he fight heavyweight. What you think?
he won a belt at heavyweight. He beat Ruiz, right? He's fought heavyweight before.
Okay. Oh no, Roy. What he done with boxing, that shit solidified.
That shit solidified. He's a solidified legend. You know what I'm saying?
I think when you put between different classes on one.
That's solidified.
Because he's one of the only fighters that jumped around like that.
And he took on everybody. He didn't want to
dump nobody.
So that's why I said he solidified. Like I said, he had a couple fights when he got towards the back end in prime where he lost to Tar, but we should have took the second fight.
Right. He got disqualified.
I can't remember the other guy who had knocked him out. I think when that guy knocked him out, that's when
that Hopkins? No, it wasn't
Hopkins. He beat Hopkins. No, it was another guy, man. I can't. He won't. Forget it. Next, somebody else talk.
I'll jump back in. I agree with what you said about Tyson. Tyson's look highly skilled for a guy that's 50 plus years old. I wouldn't put money on anybody else who's caught themselves being young and hot coming into the ring trying to fight Tyson. I wouldn't mind saying Roy Jones if you do the same thing that Mike Tyson did.
If he kick his shit into overdrive train and nigga shave that extra layer off.
Exactly. But Tyson, man, I wouldn't pay myself to fight Tyson.
I wouldn't get paid to fight Tyson. Not me myself.
No, hell no. So I don't know what I'm saying. Like Tyson was great in the ring.
See, I think Twan on that Dave Robinson shit.
But no, Tyson got going on. I just saw a flashback of the fight, and I would take the Atlanta approach, and I would box him. When you get into slug fights with sluggers, that's the reason why. That's the only reason why. I know what. Hold on.
Holyfield is a trained boxer. That nigga been boxing since he was like.
That's what I'm saying. I would actually train for it. Like I would put the respect on it.
Yeah, the guy with Glenn Johnson. I remember watching.
Glenn Johnson.
I remember watching that fight. He didn't lose the battle. He did lose to Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, I thought he lost.
But that's as he got older.
But he came back and
beat Hopkins when they were younger.
Oh, and they took a tune-up fight in old. Hey, but shout out to Hopkins too. Hopkins fought later. He fought he was like damn near 50 though. So shout out to Hopkins and George Foreman because they both did that.
And that's what I'm saying. It was just like.
But Roy Jones,
I just don't like sluggers. I like actual boxers. Like a lot of people don't like Mayweather. I love Mayweather. It was because of the technique and skill. The Philly shell and the way you block and the way you dodge and stuff. Yeah, I like boxers. I don't like people who just get in there and swing for the fence. So that's why it was just like, that's what I'm saying. I respect him, but it was just like, he ain't got what. I'll be like, oh yeah.
You really look at Tyson's skill, his skill look better than Holyfield. Holyfield got there hard, man.
Holyfield,
he got there hard.
You know what Holyfield was? When I hate it too because he kind of make it. That's why cognitive. He don't look as sharp as a lot of guys today. Is because he almost like Rocky. He was the black Rocky. Like he had that chin, and that's why Tyson. Them punches that Tyson usually would lay on the dude, and they be like, no. Holyfield was eating that shit like.
Even if you remember that fight, right? That man came in looking like just a solid brick of muscle.
He did.
He came in the best shape of his life.
But torn.
I know, but it was like Tyson didn't look like that. Tyson looked good, but he wasn't Holyfield ready.
Man, Holyfield is my guy. Let's go and get that out. Let's go and get that out the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Holyfield my guy, Tyson my guy. But guess what? I'm from Atlanta, so guess who you know I'm rocking with? Come on. But I like to see both of them win. But guess what? When they find each other, you got to pick a side. It's what it is.
And then what I wanted to say was my point that I was on, like I was riding between Ray and Torn both points because like I said, I think Roy and Mike probably talked before the fight, and I think Roy said, hey Mike, nigga, your six pack showing the shit, nigga. I see you still throwing that thing. Hey man, don't hit me. It don't even look like Mike really aimed for his head like that. You know, when he got up close, everybody know Mike's natural reaction to hit him with an uppercut. He didn't try that uppercut, but he did. He chopped his body up. He chopped that body up. He hit him with a few of them, but it was chip shots. He wasn't really trying to swing for the fence. So I would love to see Mike. That's why I said I would love to see Mike take it up a notch and fight another fighter that can take it up a notch. Now, that's why
you know who he should fight? Go ahead and fight Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
Hey,
I know he's still
Shannon's still about like what 6-7 years younger than Mike too though. So
no, he's not. Shannon in his 50s.
Is he? Oh, okay. Well, hey, that might be a good two. That might be a good.
That's the fight.
Holyfield got to fight these big name guys though.
Now see,
he ain't like Holyfield.
He's a two-time heavyweight champion.
He ain't on that. You talking about champ? We talking about champs and top.
You talking about like
We talking about the whole
legends.
We talking about the legends stuff.
But if there's somebody out there that want that smoke, that's in your age range, y'all both heavyweight.
Roy Jones a legend. You gotta give him another legend.
you need another name. I think Shannon Briggs' name is not like Holyfield's name. Roy's name.
Like what Tyson? He used his money for charity, right?
Yeah, he said he get his out of charity.
If he looking at heaven and the world, he trying to. It don't matter when you fight. You trying to get as much money you can get, regardless of where it goes. Shannon Briggs ain't been to draw like with Holyfield.
Yeah, he ain't gonna draw like Holyfield.
Like you get Tyson and Holyfield, because at the end of the day, people remember the fight.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that alone gonna sell it.
Oh yeah.
Shit, if that's the case, then you might as well, hey Floyd, what you doing, baby?
But Floyd ain't finna get in there with Tyson.
Not with Tyson,
Oh, no, that's too
because
much.
it ain't. I'm talking about like you get back in there with Pac-Man. Get back in there with Pac-Man for an exhibition.
Think about Floyd though. Floyd undefeated. That's it.
Well, you know, Floyd just took as we speak, he just took he's gonna fight Logan Paul, the brother of Jake Paul. He's gonna fight him in an expedition match.
I'm just saying.
No, ESPN sent the alert. I think it's official. It's an expedition. Oh yeah.
Expedition, not expedition.
Think about it. Okay, you gotta think about. See, that's what people gotta understand. That's what people gotta understand. Floyd don't make money regardless because he fought Mayweather and he undefeated. It's perfection. He gonna always be relevant because of perfection. Why mess that up? Why mess that up and try to fight somebody else, some young up and coming guy? Or keep fighting Pacquiao. Pacquiao was trash in that fight, bro. It is what it is. Like he came down the ring smiling. I said, bro, he done. He ain't gonna win this fight. He's smiling like, oh man, this finna be the best payday of my life. Floyd don't get the payday. It don't even matter.
And you know what's crazy? Back to name power, like what Ray was saying. Let me show you how good name power. We waited 10 years for Pacquiao Mayweather fight. But still, that Conor McGregor fight brought in more money than the Pacquiao fight because of name recognition.
And when he brought his side of the sport,
he brought MMA and he brought all of white
Floyd said, I think
won that fight.
Stop talking about this stuff, man.
Ray, Floyd didn't even train for that fight. Floyd didn't even train for that fight. He just took that and just like, there's no way in hell you're gonna beat me. He didn't even train for that fight. So if he would have trained, he'd have knocked McGregor out.
Yo, what though? I'm gonna give Conor McGregor props though. He went by 9-10 rounds with him.
He did.
I gotta give him some credit for that, man.
He did.
He did better than Nate.
But you gotta think, McGregor used to get kicked in his shins and fucking took to the ground.
So when he's standing bang,
Yeah,
he do this
he
shit.
like, I'm just standing. And then for people who watch UFC,
You beat somebody.
oh, he good. I believe so too.
believe that.
I think yeah, he's good too.
He probably could beat Danny ass.
Now I don't think it's.
Danny Garcia a good boxer, man.
Errol Spence beat that
Errol
nigga.
Spence pretty good.
Errol Spence.
Errol had this man stuttering.
I get what you're saying though, but they both good boxers though.
Damn. Stop. Shit.
Hey man, they both got a nice skill set and package.
Yeah.
It ain't like he went in there like my man Deontay Wilder, and I like
He
him.
wasn't Wilder.
Yeah, but feeling a lot better than Wilder.
But I'm saying,
I'm telling you something.
at least Wilder listen to his corner. Danny Daddy be like, dodge and counter.
Nah, man,
Bring the
I'm
fight to him.
not-
Okay,
I'm
Darren,
not-
get in there like, goddamn.
I'll be honest with you though. I honestly thought Wilder was gonna go on and drop Fury.
I did too.
Fury showed some real boxy shit.
I've been saying that.
He was looking like a middleweight.
I'm saying that before they fight. I said Deontay is a one-trick pony. He dropped this right here, and he'll get an ass whooped for 4 rounds, and then he'll do this.
But Deontay Wilder still got a chance to redeem that shit though.
But he needs to get one of these real boxing trainers though.
They gon' fight again.
Yeah, they gonna have to.
They gon' fight again.
I'm saying like this.
That's their second fight.
They got a contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you know anybody if you know anybody from Alabama, they got a different type of pride. When they lose, that's they spirit be broken.
If you're in a sport and you okay with losing, you can't be on my team.
Oh, his spirit is broken. Like that man just took his manhood because you was that dude.
I'll be honest with
and you didn't even.
He didn't take his manhood. I think brother he got hit. He got hit.
He got hit.
No.
But it was like after he lost as a champion, when you lose, you don't make no excuses. You be like he got the best of me that
But
day.
he's different though.
This man done talked about water. He done talked about headgear. He done talked about his trainer helped the.
I'm like, why you coming out with this now? I
I'm
want
like,
6 months
this
later.
cold up after the fight.
But you gotta understand though.
Yeah,
You know why though? You gotta build it up for the next fight.
that's real though. You right.
You gotta build it up.
If he ain't learned nothing technical, he
know
gonna
how
get his
this shit
ass
go.
handed to him again.
Listen, man. Look. Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. Steph Curry was hurt for most of that damn playoff. Goddamn Draymond got suspended. Andrew Bogut got hurt. Iguodala was playing hurt. Do anybody give a fuck about that shit?
Yeah.
No. So at the end of the day, ain't no excuse. When Cleveland lost them, the year before, Kyrie, Kevin Love hurt. Nobody give a damn about that
Nobody
shit.
care about that. Yeah. His age.
Hey man, who was that? They all pros. That's why I be trying to tell people, man. Fuck I got that easy.
You was saying,
Man, I know that shit, man. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like I was saying with the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
No excuses and all that kind of
No
stuff.
excuses, yeah.
But when you get in the ring, I don't want to hear no excuse. It's like people gave Pacquiao excuse. I can't remember what his excuse was. Don't care, you lost, bro. You didn't even look good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look like you just happy to get the payday.
Yeah.
So when you happy to get the payday, I don't want to see your ass again because I know it's about that payday again. And we all know it's about the money, but at least
Yeah,
it's
he
no
owed
show.
taxes, didn't he?
You know what I'm saying? When Floyd fought, Madonna that motherfucker off broke.
Yeah,
He was wild with it though.
He was wild.
But he
Well, you know Mexican boxers are like that. They like to fight middle ring.
He was wild.
Oh,
He was doing little dirty stuff. But he showed that he wanted that shit. Yeah, that guy didn't show he wanted that. I don't want to see that again. I'll be honest with you. To me, I'll be honest with you. I really don't want to see Mayweather in the ring again because I know he's gonna win.
What you think about it?
They already know he's gonna win. Ain't nobody fight. He gonna win.
I was saying, what you think about him Mayweather Canelo too though?
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see Canelo.
Why?
I'd rather see him fight.
Bro, what did he do? Canelo is
I would see him fight. Oh man,
Canelo, that's the only thing.
Canelo got to take care of Triple G first.
Canelo
got to take care of Triple G
Listen,
first.
man. Canelo, that was the one time I seen Canelo fight when he didn't even look like a real boxer. He was flat. He couldn't do that. Why would I want to watch that shit again? I don't want to see it. Once you beat somebody to the point like that, it's like, man, I don't want to see that shit no more.
Yeah, he beat him down.
It's nobody for Mayweather to fight. I don't want to see these young guns fight him. I want to see these young guns get their own ring up.
And hey, Mayweather is a great. If people talk about he can't read shit, but that is a great tactician. He know. Hey, I'm gonna give him credit though. He waited till Pacquiao had that edge off first, and they could have fought when they were younger. I think when they were younger, I thought Pacquiao would have caught him. But
hold on. If they would have fought when Mayweather didn't break his hand, Mayweather probably would have knocked his ass out.
You think so?
You know
who gave him
He ain't never really had his punching power since then.
You know who gave him the best description of fighting Mayweather? Andre Berto. Andre was just like, it's like you swing and Floyd is already like this. He up there, he countered and then he ducked back. He don't throw a ton of punches and just like hit and move.
In one person I love to see Mayweather fight. That prime to prime. That's him and Sugar Ray Leonard. Anybody else, I don't need to see. That's impossible. So it ain't nothing else for me to see. Man, Sugar Ray Leonard to me, I told him he might be one of those skilled elders. Fuck that shit.
he was bad man.
They're the only two where I can.
Hey, did you see that Mike Tyson started crying in front of Sugar Ray Leonard like, brother, you know how much I watch your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was passionate about that. When you look at that hot boxing with Mike Tyson,
Man, that man be high as shit though. But, you know, we make $500,000 a month out there when we fight. So that's why I be like, Tyson don't have to fight no more.
I'm really waiting on that. I'm really waiting on that heavyweight boxing that can captivate. He ain't got to beat Tyson. He ain't got to beat Ali. He ain't got to be good. I want him to be on that level. As far as excitement, you know what I'm saying?
They haven't had a real heavyweight, like, just a skilled.
No, it's some guys
entertaining. I mean, like, it is. But they over in Europe. I'm talking about in America. They ain't really had no heavyweight guys that just like. So you got Deontay.
I want somebody who marketable too. See, Tyson was marketable, but other people understand. Ali, they marketable. Like,
see, Deontay Wilder was almost that, but he won't go get real boxing skills. Wilder, go get some real boxing skills so you can be that guy we talking about.
You might think that his skills is where it's at. He probably looking at it like, this what brought me to the table. I'm
telling you who we possibly need to be trained.
And that's why we always get better.
I think always try to
get like Kobe working with Elijah Warren. And Elijah Warren the damn self. He like, shit, I want those skills too.
The only person he will be willing to be trained by is one of the Klitschko brothers. Because of the height, it's just like, they can teach you how to fight at 6'6". They can teach you how to thump like that or whatever because they were very effective in it.
But I've heard that he even gonna turn down Lennox Lewis. That's his exact body type. That's his body type. I heard I don't know how true it is, but I heard he turned down Lennox Lewis.
You turn down no type of guy. These guys.
If he's doing stuff like he's not the running blackball himself because it's just like
blackball himself
you slapping the hands of legends.
That's like Ben Simmons in the NBA don't want to train to shoot. It's been shoot on. Say like teach you how to shoot. So he won't train you.
In this day and age, the only way a boxer gonna blackball himself is just keep getting your ass.
You know blackballs that you ain't gonna take no fight with you.
No, they'll take the fight because they feel like they're gonna beat you.
No, it's just like Ron was saying. If I can't, you saying if you can't market a big fight because you keep getting your ass knocked out, I ain't something you'll find out.
No, the top guys ain't, but the guys who ain't eating, they like, shit, let me get that $100,000. Let me get that $200,000. That might be better than them fight. They might be fighting 20 grand. And that 20 grand might be getting chopped up in so many ways. We don't, at the end of the day, boxing one of the sport, you don't really know what these guys really making, man. You know, unless when they put them figures out there. But them undercard guys and shit, man, a lot of times you don't know how much they make unless they bring that shit out.
Yeah, that thing, what, Tyson never got $1 million?
But,
y'all think they got $1 million a piece?
But yeah, man, hey, Ron, pull that thing on out, man.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, we talked for a long time, so man. We were supposed to have talked about something else, but we kind of went overboard with the boxing because we all are passionate about this, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, before we leave, like I said, I guess we'll call this your real spill rant. We're gonna kick it to my boy Megatwon, who's back after about a 3-week hiatus, who was down with COVID-19. Speak of that experience, my brother.
Okay, that experience was scary. The reason why is because, you know, there's a lot of people that don't take it serious or whatever, but I actually felt like I was gonna die multiple times. I would wake up in cold sweats, painful coughs. I had like this stinging pain like right around my lungs that is just like, you know, breathing hurts. And I mean, it's like every day it was something different. It was almost like Jumanji, because it was like every day it was a different symptom. On top of that, you have these crazy headaches, you have dizziness, it's just like diarrhea, everything that you can think about that you could go through it with a flu or anything like that, it hits you immediately. So there's a lot of people that when they get sick, they don't want to take nothing, they don't want to move, they don't, you know, they just kind of like don't understand it. It's like, I felt like I was being attacked spiritually, physically, and mentally with this illness, and it was crazy. It was just like, I remember hearing, a gospel song playing in my head, Thank You, Lord. And I just broke down in tears, because I was just like, I had just looked on my social media thread, and I saw that a 14-year-old girl had just died from this. Then I looked up and I saw Carl Anthony Town. He's lost 7 family members, including his mom, from COVID, and it was just like, but I'm still here. It was just like, it made me just really like want to change a lot of stuff, as far as diet, as far as like, you know, spiritual stuff, because I just felt like everything was being broke down to be rebuilt. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it's a horrible illness, and I really don't wish that on nobody. I promise you, that's how bad it is. And what I was just thinking about, my staff, and I was just like, dang, I'm the youngest person. Like, what if, you know, my old head would have got it? It was just like, will he still be here? You know what I'm saying? Could your body actually handle this? And this is why we tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, exercise. Yeah. Exercise. I feel like the only reason why I may be here is because I built my body to be strong, and I can handle a lot of stuff. I built my immune system to do it. I need to do better with nutrition, but it's like, I know that now going forth, you know what I'm saying, that there's like vitamins and the tea. Ron and my friend Sawanda had gave me a recipe for some tea. He wanted me on the echinacea tea or whatever, but I was like drinking just a lot of stuff. Ray was like, hydrate. And that's what it was like, I was just trying to do all this stuff, but while you fighting it, you just kind of feel defeated. You don't really want to get up because everything hurts, right? But if anybody has got, I'm telling you, like, you know, rest, but you have to get up. You have to move around, because once you let that bed get you, I think that's when all the symptoms just hit you, and it's just like, it's taking over. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'll take over your body and your mind if you give up and you just can't or whatever. But towards the end, like I said, I was having shortness of breath, and that, I don't know if you've ever watched anybody in hospice. That was the reminder I had of my grandmother when I saw my grandmother pass, because when she was breathing like that, that's the reason why I really started to panic, because I was like, you're breathing like you're about to die. Mm-hmm. And that right there, that's when all my fight or flight turned on, because it was just like, get your ass up. Get moving around. You gotta get better, because it's like when you start breathing, like when you gasping, you know what I'm saying? It's a different level of fear. And I see people and they don't take it serious, but I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? As somebody, I'm stronger than a lot of people I know. All right, I'm telling you, get yourself together, man. Get yourself together. I don't care if you take 30-minute walks. I don't care if, you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do is take a little bit of vitamin C, a little bit of vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? If you could afford to go inside the club and pop bottles, that bottle, you can get you a whole thing of supplements that you gonna need to fight out that, to fight out this situation. You know what I'm saying? You may be able, for that one bottle, you may be able to buy 3 months of vitamins and herbs, everything else. It's just like, I'm telling you, we in a real fight that I don't think a lot of people are taking serious, only because we're asking you to put a mask on. But when you get it, See, it's a different story now because it's like I can come at you and tell you, hey, this is the worst thing you're gonna ever feel. Until you get it, you're not gonna understand. There's a level of fear when I'm outside now because I'm just like, I know, I've done the research, like, all right, you got about 4 months of antibodies, right? When that 4 months is up in March, that paranoia is gonna be there because it's just like, hey, you know, all it's gonna take is somebody coming around you like, what's up, bro? Or I get into a fight at the bar and my mask come down. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's what be on my head. That's why I'll be like, you know, like I told you, it was like, I'm happy it's been cool or whatever, but it's like, I'm using my mouthpiece. I ain't trying to throw with you because it was like, I don't want to go back to that. I'm telling y'all, take it serious, man. Like, I see a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, be on Instagram, and y'all in these clubs, y'all ain't got your mask on, and the crazy part is like, y'all ain't drinking, y'all ain't eating, y'all just in there. So it's like, if you in there, you don't know who got this, man. That's just like, oh no, that's a good example. You know, you sleeping with women or whatever, and you know she's known to be out there, but yet you decide you don't want to wear a condom. So you take your chances like that. I'm telling you, like, you just don't know. Then y'all smoke behind each other. It'd be the craziest thing. It was just like, y'all, let me take my germs and I'm gonna pass them to you, and you gonna say willingly, all right, shit, ain't nothing. I'm just like, oh, not right now. This ain't 2018. We in a for real situation that they ain't got a cure for, but they trying to come up with something. But it was just like, you know, the people that question everything, it's just like, you ain't got a cure for the common cold. So how you gonna come up with this in less than a year?
I
don't trust that. I don't trust that.
I think I told you this. I think I had that COVID.
Everybody,
last year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
everybody has experienced it, but I feel like this is the second wave now. Right. I feel like this is the second wave that they kept telling everybody about. Because like I told you, when I was in Tiny Island on Valentine's Day, yeah, I thought, it was almost 2021. So it's like, this is basically COVID-20 now. So this is COVID-20. This ain't COVID-19. It's just like, we're moving into COVID-20 now. So now it's I feel like it's gotten stronger or whatever. That's why more people be popping up dead.
I hope it ain't stronger.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, just from what I've had, now I know what I had in February. It was just like, damn, you know, 2 or 3 days tops, right? This right here, I was out of work from November 17th to December the 2nd.
Yeah.
Bro, it was, no.
You got New Year's coming up. What y'all gonna do? Y'all party or y'all gonna chill?
Oh, see, we gonna rock out that big
I'm a chill.
You know where we gonna be at because he gonna be like, come on, man, I need it, man. I need that, come on.
So anyway, in conclusion,
You'll be out there running on a couple bitches that you got that money like
he got that roller. I just play.
Hey, I'm gonna leave that Clorox camera like, hey, girl, you already know that. You know what it is, girl. Yeah, it's clean. It's
You
clean.
tell somebody to start eating this shit or something?
Oh,
Hey, you're your dumbass president.
I hope ain't nobody follow
That's
that.
your dumbass president.
I ain't voted for
Don't
Trump.
put that out there.
Great neighbors had got together and said, shit, we gonna need property taxes down. All right.
Let me show y'all how you spray the Clorox bottle. You just put it in
In the
there.
I'm gonna start writing my name in the damn ballot.
Smart though to give your camera a little bit too.
On these presidents, I'm gonna start putting my name on that motherfucker in a minute.
Oh shit, you can't write somebody.
I guess.
So with that said, my fellas, another great episode of EBG TV. Air fist bumps.
That real talk.